Hey everyone, welcome to Cooking Companion TV. I'm Jenna Edwards and you're watching an introductory demo on Aquafaba. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Now, Aquafaba is a bean broth and it's becoming very popular as a vegan substitute for eggs and egg whites. Now, it doesn't cook like egg whites, so you won't be making any omelets anytime soon. But you can now more seamlessly convert regular recipes to non-egg recipes as you need. The easiest way to get Aquafaba is to use the liquid in canned beans. If you've ever noticed, it's really thick. But for those of us wanting to avoid canned food, you can make Aquafaba from cooking dried beans. Pretty much just follow the same recipe as you do when you're making them. As a quick note, Aquafaba can be made from any bean, but you'll most likely see it from chickpeas. But you can make it from white beans or red beans or black beans. It doesn't matter. It works all the same. And that's one of the beautiful things about Aquafaba. So first, let's talk about the trickiest part, because the success of using Aquafaba in a recipe hinges on its viscosity or its thickness. There's no way to know if you've made it right until you start using it, other than just learning to look at it by eye. So to help lessen this possibility, I recommend doing some research before you use it in a recipe. There's a Facebook group called Aquafaba Everything that isn't just for vegans. But if you want a specific vegan group, try Vegan Meringue Hits and Misses. You'll find a massive community of people asking questions, posting tutorials, offering troubleshooting tips. It's a lot of fun for food nerds like us. I'd love for this video to be a one-stop shop of what to do and not to do, but I don't have enough Aquafaba for all the experiments. Now that leads me to how to make Aquafaba. There's a way to make Aquafaba from a pressure cooker or a slow cooker, and probably there's a great method for a stovetop. But to remove as much doubt as possible, check out the files in the Aquafaba Facebook groups to apply to your specific situation. They have some clever ways to increase your output. When I tried first making Aquafaba, I used the stovetop because I thought that would yield the most Aquafaba, but I'm not sure that it did. I also reduced my liquid to try to make it thicker, and I was left with just 3/4 of a cup, which is just 4 egg replacements. Not much for experimentation. I then tried to make vegetable flatbreads, and I didn't have much success. Mixing it seemed fine. It's very wet, although when I made it with eggs, it also felt too wet to turn out right. But when it came out of the oven, it was just crumbly. It didn't bind together. And this could be all of 3 reasons. I didn't whip the Aquafaba enough. I read on thekitchen.com that when using Aquafaba as a binder, like in baking, it needs to be whipped until it's frothy. And I whisked it, but maybe not enough. I also may not have made it thick enough, although that's really hard to tell. I reduced it so much that I refuse to believe it wasn't thick enough. And the third reason is maybe because using almond flour with Aquafaba isn't the best combination. Maybe using chickpea flour would be the better option when substituting bean broth for eggs. But maybe, just maybe, I simply didn't whisk it enough to properly bind everything. That's kind of how it looks. Anyhow, another time, I tried to make meringue because that's the exciting exploration of Aquafaba. How else can you really experience the wonders of Aquafaba if you don't make meringue? So this was fun. Although again, I see now where I may have made some mistakes that didn't help the Aquafaba perform to its best ability. So I started whisking just the Aquafaba, and it behaves a lot like egg whites. It froths, and it thickens, and it expands. You can add sugar, and I should have added cream of tartar to help it stabilize, which is also common with egg meringues. Cream of tartar is an acid. You could use lemon juice, but it will affect the flavor. Now, the coolest thing about whipping Aquafaba into meringue is that you cannot overbeat it. With egg whites, they're delicate and you have to learn when to stop before they completely fall apart. But that's not so with Aquafaba. You can beat it for 30 minutes and it'll just get stronger. By the way, meringues like this taste exactly like egg meringues. You don't taste any bean whatsoever. And as you see here, I have some soft peaks. I didn't add cream of tartar because I was half-assing this and I didn't research, but you can definitely see some body, just not the stiff peaks like you see on Baked Alaska or a pie. So let's talk about storing aquafaba. Once you make it, you can freeze it, and that works quite well. It keeps in the fridge for about a week, although some people have been able to go 2 weeks. Just smell it before you use it to make sure it's not off. 3 tablespoons equals 1 full egg replacement, and 2 tablespoons equals 1 egg white replacement. So freeze it in small amounts so you can defrost only what you need when you need it. Now, I'm sure you'll have some questions, as I certainly do. If you post a question in the video comments, I will try my best to answer, but you will probably find me in the Facebook group asking the same question. So in the video description and the blog, I'll include some of the resource links I found to guide you through this whole new world. So keep on the lookout for more aquafaba recipes and experiments to come. Please subscribe to the channel and give me some feedback with a thumbs up. I'm Jenna Edwards with Cooking Companion TV. We'll see you in the next video.